How much work have I got to put in to become more flexible and to improve my mobility?
Not much. It just has to be consistent. So, I mean, I think if you were to devote even 5 to 10 minutes a day of stretching the areas that are tight, and again, this is very individual. Like, one thing that I always stressed, even when I was in baseball, every player from me got an individual program, and it was based off of a comprehensive assessment. So I would go through the assessment of each player, and you would find that either based on position, um, and the demands of that position, body type, you would find certain requirements of a program that needed to be in place to maintain optimal health. You would get tight in certain areas. You would have things that would need to be strengthened more than others. People have to be willing to A, seek out where the deficits are, and B, to actually pursue a program that would work on those deficits. And then when you have that, again, the comprehensive list doesn't have to be an hour a day of doing those things. You prioritize that list and you focus on 5 to 10 minutes of extra work with it. It's funny, I make a lot of videos on, hey, do this every morning, do that every morning, do this every morning, but it's only appropriate to the people that have the deficits that I highlight in the video.
Mhm.
People think they have to combine all of those things into a whole separate career in order to be able to pull them off. That's not necessary. You find the ones that have the biggest impact. But I don't think that doing stretching requires long duration of these things. It just simply requires consistency of them.
You say that there are five key exercises you need to be able to maximize your longevity and quality of life that kind of dovetail into this: the single leg Romanian deadlift, the squat and reach, the sumo stance hold, the posterior chain push up, and hip abductions.
Mhm.
Can you show me these workouts?
Sure.
As you can see from the space I'm in, you don't need a whole lot of room to be able to do these exercises. They're incredibly accessible. They're actually scalable with a low barrier of entry, so no matter what level of ability you bring to these exercises, you're going to be able to do them. All right, so the first exercise up here is pretty simple, but it does demand some balance, and it also will teach us a very critical biomechanical requirement, which is a hip hinge. So it's called the single leg RDL. What you want to do is you want to hinge. Pretending that there's a drawer behind you that's open, you're going to close it with your butt. Then you reach forward, but at the same time, you kick back the opposite leg and engage the glute on that side, lifting it up to create a bit of a counterbalance. So your goal is to see if you can get even up to 10 without losing your balance or having that other foot have to contact the ground. Next exercise is something that we call a squat and reach. And what we do is we get down to the ground like this, down to a squatting position, and we anchor our elbows into the sides of our knees, okay?